there would be hardly any student of statistics today who might not have heard the name of Professor C.R. Rao. Even undergraduate students of statistics know him very well through the Rao-Kramers inequality and the Rao-Blackwell theorem. Professor C.R. Rao was born in the year 1920 in Huvana, Hadagali, which is now in the state of Karnataka. His number was 8th in a family of 6 brothers and 4 sisters. His father was a police inspector. In 1940, when the Second World War was in full swing, the young C.R. Rao, who was not yet even 20, set out on an 800-kilometer train journey to Kolkata after obtaining the first-class master degree in mathematics, with a glamour of hope of finding a job in the military. But he was not lucky. He was deemed too young for the job. However, while in Calcutta, he visited the Indian Statistical Institute, founded in 1931 by Professor P.C. Mahalanobis, a great Indian statistician who is popularly known as father of Indian statistics. As a last resort, C.R. Rao applied for a 1-year training program in statistics there. Very promptly, he received a positive reply from Professor P.C. Mahalanobis. In this way, that young man stayed for a period of 40 years in Calcutta, which is now known as Kolkata. After getting his MA degree in statistics from the Calcutta University, he worked there as a research scholar, superintending statistician, professor and head of research and training school. Later, after the death of P.C. Mahalanobis, director of the Indian Statistical Institute, Jawaharlal Nehru Professor, and National Professor. He took mandatory retirement at the age of 60. In 1946, he was invited to work in a project at the Museum of Anthropology and Archaeology at Cambridge University. There he was awarded the PhD degree in 1948 under the supervision of great Sir Ronald A. Fisher. Later in 1965, the Cambridge University awarded him the prestigious doctorate degree, SCD, based on a peer review of his research contributions to statistics. Between 1953 and 1979, he spent some years in the United States at the University of Illinois, Johns Hopkins University, Indiana University, Ohio State University, and Stanford University as a visiting professor. After his retirement from the Indian Statistical Institute, he moved to the United States of America and worked there for another 25 years as a university professor. First at the University of Pittsburgh, then at the Pennsylvania State University, where he was a Burley Professor of Statistics. He retired from teaching at the age of 80. He was the director of the Center for Multivariate Analysis at Pennsylvania State University and the founder of the C.R. Rao Advanced Institute of Multivariate Statistics, Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science at University of Hyderabad campus. Let me now tell you some of the academic qualifications and selected awards that Professor C.R. Rao received. He got MA degree in mathematics from Andhra University, Voltaire, Andhra Pradesh in 1941 with first class and first rank. He got MA degree in statistics from the Calcutta University in 1943 with first class, first rank and record marks unbeaten till now. He received PhD degree from the Cambridge University in 1948, SCD degree, Doctor of Science from Cambridge University in the year 1965. Dr. C.R. Rao received 33 honorary doctoral degrees from universities of 18 countries spanning over 6 continents. He received Santi Swarup Bhatnagar Award of the Indian Council of Scientific and Industrial Research from the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru in 1963. C.R. Rao donated the entire prize money to the National Defence Fund, saying that the country's need is greater than that of an individual scientist. What a great man. He was awarded National Medal of Science, United States of America, in 2002 from the American President G.W. Bush, who called him a prophet of new age. He received India Science Award for his significant contributions to the field of statistical science during an illustrious career spanning 6 decades, given by the Prime Minister of India in 2009. He was awarded Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan by the President of India. Just last year, in 2023, he received International Prize in Statistics. This prize is considered as equivalent to the Nobel Prize in Statistics. Dr. Rao has been the president of almost all prestigious statistical associations, including the International Statistical Institute, Institute of Mathematical Statistics, USA, and the International Biometric Society. Dr. Rao has supervised the doctoral research of 50 students who have in turn trained other 390 doctoral students themselves. Most of his former students were employed in universities and other research organizations worldwide, many becoming research leaders in their areas of specialization. For example, D. Basu, S.R.S. Vardhan, U.S.R. Murthy, and S.B. Rao were his PhD students. Up to the age of 95, Dr. Rao continued to guide research scholars. In reply to a query put to him as what particular achievement he is most proud of, C.R. Rao replied, "It is the outstanding contributions my students have made to statistical theory and practice." Dr. Rao has authored 15 books and more than 400 research papers in high impact journals. Some of his books have been translated into several European, Chinese, and Japanese languages. C.R. Rao was among the world leaders in statistical science over the last 7 decades. His research, his scholarship, and his professional services have had a profound influence on theory and applications of statistics. His research in multivariate analysis, for example, is useful in economic planning, weather prediction, medical diagnosis, tracking the movements of spy planes, and monitoring the movements of spacecrafts. Technical terms bearing his name appear in all standard textbooks in statistics, econometrics, biometrics, and engineering. Examples of these terms are the Kramer-Rao inequality, Rao-Blackwellization, Fisher-Rao theorem, raw distance, raw orthogonal arrays, multivariate analysis of variance, canonical variate analysis, and generalized inverse of matrices. He found his famous inequality known as Rao-Kramer's inequality in one night of the year 1944. While Dr. Rao was taking class at the Indian Statistical Institute, one student asked him whether it can be found the lower limit for the variance attainable by an unbiased estimator. Dr. Rao then came to his room after taking the class. He started thinking over this question of the student and got the answer of his question. He obtained the famous inequality in estimation theory known as Rao-Kramer's inequality. This inequality was discovered independently by the Scandinavian statistician H. Kramer in 1945. C. R. Rao published this result in his seminal paper together with the Rao-Blackwellization, also invented by D. Blackwell and based on the notion of conditional expectation. Now let me tell you the other aspect of the personality of C.R. Rao. C.R. Rao as a person. C.R. Rao, even in his 90s, held a great sense of humor and deep interest in everything related to data analysis and statistical education. He lived up to the age of 102 years. He died in the United States of America at the dawn of August 23, 2022, about 2 weeks before his 103rd birthday. His wife, Bhargavi, has two master's degrees, one from Banaras Hindu University in history and another from the University of Illinois, USA, in psychology. She used multivariate statistics to analyze psychological data by reducing the dimensionality. She worked as a professor of psychology at Jadavpur University, Kolkata, for a number of years. They have a daughter, Tejaswini, who holds a PhD degree in nutrition from the Pennsylvania State University and works as a professor in the dietetics and nutrition department of the Sunny College, Buffalo. She is also an accomplished dancer of Indian classical dances and the director of a dance school called Natya. Their son, Virendra, is an electrical engineer and computer scientist. He has a computer consultancy business in Pittsburgh. He has two sons. Professor C.R. Rao always followed a strict daily routine. He used to get up early in the morning and worked at candlelight, making hand calculations on paper. After having breakfast, he used to go to his institute and organize scientific events via email and internet, typed his papers and books. He developed a research institute to promote research in mathematics, statistics, and computer science. With the help of funds raised by him, including his own substantial contribution and a grant from the Prime Minister, a building named as C.R. Rao AIMSCS has been built on the campus of University of Hyderabad. Nearby the campus area, the main road is named as Professor C.R. Rao Road. Dr. C.R. Rao started planning for the establishment of a museum of statistics registered as Sankhya, the National Museum of Statistics in Hyderabad, as the first one of its kind over the world and much needed venue for encouraging young students to study statistics. He also organized many contests called a Statistics Olympiad for young students. Let us come together to pay our homage to that legend of statistics who made our country so proud by pushing the frontier of the statistical arena through his valuable contributions. Thank you very much.